How's everybody doing? My name's Mike and we got Miss Puppy with us today. So what we're doing is we're going to talk about her crate structure. So the ritual of coming out and into the crate. So what happens with most dogs and most owners is that the ritual of coming in and out of the crate becomes excitement. So however way they do it, or however most owners do it, it's no matter which way you slice it, it is still excitement. You know what I mean? The door comes open and the dog can fly out of the crate. They run around the house. That's all excitement. What you want to do is have structure in your dog's life. That's what's going to make her happy and her know what I'm about to do when I open the crate, and she knows how to get out of the crate properly. More importantly, she understands how to ask to come out of the crate, which is a big deal. We want her to understand what to do, and she's actually doing it right now for me, which is great. She's sitting there. That's what I want her to do when she wants to come out of the crate, is to sit there. Now, I believe these owners had a little issue with her where they would reach in the crate. Sometimes, I believe the eval day this was happening, where she was biting as they would try to reach into the crate, so she didn't want to come out. That's why it's very important that we always use a leash with the dog. We need to use a tool, especially when we're teaching the dog to come out of the crate. We want to use a tool. That's going to make the dog feel safe. And the dog actually feels like, okay, like if you go to grab a dog's collar, you can get bit. You know, when you use this to clip on a dog, then they feel like, okay, well, this is leading me out. I mean, it's the guy, it's me, but still, there's some kind of separation between you and the dog. If you directly reach your hand to the dog's collar, they have the ability to bite. And, you know, as a human, you know that your skin's pretty fragile. You can tear open pretty quickly. And so when they go to bite, then that's what the owners do, right? They reach their hands back. So then the dog has been positively rewarded for the growling, the biting, because it's kind of a natural thing to want to bring your hands back. As a dog trainer, if the dog were to do that, I would not remove my hands unless I thought I was in immediate danger of going to the hospital. Otherwise, we would deal with it depending on the dog and the situation. You kind of have to be in it to tell you how exactly we would deal with that. But how to prevent it is what I'm going to show you. Now, she is doing a great job. I'm going to go ahead and show you what it looks like when she comes out of the crate. So I would say, if she was standing, I would say sit. Good girl, good sit. See, she's already doing it. And you can see the eye contact she gives. Good girl, sit. And normally I have to actually put the leash on first, then, so you see how she tries to come out? So boom, crate door goes shut. She tries to come out, crate door goes shut. Now with this dog, she's 7 years old, so she's had 7 years of coming in and out of the crate the way she would like to. So the best thing you can do with her is to go ahead and just clip the leash on right here. Just like that, and then I shut the door here. I shut the door, and you can see I have the leash in my hand. So what this does is now she knows I have the ability to correct her. So when I ask her, sit, and then if she doesn't, I'll just say no, a little tug, sit. So you don't say good girl or anything like that to them unless they do it the first time. So again, the only way she can come out is to sit. Let me rearrange this leash in my hand. We got the camera and the leash, so it's a little difficult. Sit, and this is what we want. Sit, good girl. Heel, good. See, I didn't have the leash rearranged right. Sit. I have the collar kind of weird on her. Sit, girl. No, sit. Place. Good girl. And that's what you want to do, is you want to string the commands together. So we go from the crate, the crate to my heel to place, crate to, or sit to crate, sitting in the crate to my heel, and then to the place. And this is how a dog lives its life with structure, is stringing the commands together and just simply giving her structure. Then she knows, she can feel secure because she knows what she's supposed to do. So I'm going to arrange this collar so you guys can see one more time. It kind of got in the way of what we're doing, and I'm going to switch hands here. So she'll go actually from place, she'll go from there to heel back into the crate. So here we go. Heel. Sit. Good girl. Good sit. Okay, den. And then I lead her in. Good girl. Good den. And then, of course, I reach in and I take her leash off, and then she goes back in the crate. So that's how you should be handling your dog, period. Especially a dog that was biting the owners. Now, stringing the commands together is how this dog is going to live a very secure life, and no, she doesn't need to bite or nip people or growl and tell them to back off for any reason, because the communication is now clear of what the human wants from the dog. Again, this dog spent a year in a boarding/training facility in Thailand, and unfortunately she learned how to do some tricks, but that is not the same as obedience. Now she's doing much better, we're happy to report, and her obedience is doing great, and she feels much more secure knowing exactly what I want from her. Again, she wants to come out of the crate. Look what she's doing. She's sitting calmly. That's what we want. We don't want a dog that's scratching, barking, trying to get out of the crate or trying to break out of the crate.